Hi friends, my name is Joyce. Welcome to your Vinyasa practice. As you find a comfortable spot on your mat, I invite you to place both hands over your heart. Now today we're working on the family of backbends, working towards Natarajanasana, the dancer's pose. Now backbends are designed to open up your chest and reverse the posture that a lot of us find ourselves in, hunched in front of devices. But it's also designed to open up our heart chakra, which is the seat of kindness and compassion. So my ask of you as we go through practice today is to be kind and compassionate to yourself. Listen to your body, modify the poses if you need, and absolutely take rest if you need. And with that, you will need a strap for practice today. If you don't have a yoga strap, any kind of soft belt will do. 2 blocks may be helpful for you, but if you don't have it, that's okay. So with that, let's get started. So let's start by holding our strap or our belt in front of us with both hands shoulder width apart. And then we'll bring our hands just a little bit further from one another. And on an inhale, raise that strap above our heads. Exhale, lower. Inhale, raise the strap above our heads. This time bring it a little bit behind your head. Exhale, lower. Inhale, we'll raise the strap above our heads. Now we'll keep it above our heads as we floss our shoulders, gently rocking the strap forward and back above our heads. Now next time you bring your hands behind you, you keep going back until you feel like you've reached your edge, where it feels a little bit sticky for your shoulders. When you found that point, hold it there for a few breaths as we inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. And now we'll drop our strap next to our mat. We'll come back to it later. And when you're ready, come join me in a 4-point position. So your hands are placed directly underneath your shoulders, shoulder width apart. Your knees are hip width apart, stacked directly underneath your hips. And we'll do some cat-cows here. On an inhale, dip your belly and puff your chest. Exhale, chin to chest and reverse. Inhale, dip your belly, puff your chest. Exhale, reverse, chin to chest. One more time, dip your belly, puff your chest. Exhale, reverse. Beautiful, and we'll come back to our 4-point position. On your next inhale, we'll extend our right arm forward in line with our shoulder. Our left leg kicks back in line with our hip. Flex that left foot. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, your right elbow meets your left knee, coil in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee, coil in. Inhale, extend. This time we'll bend your left knee up with your right hand. Bring it behind you and see if you can catch that foot. If you have the foot, kick your leg into your hand as you puff your chest. Take one more breath here. And release. Beautiful. And now we'll do the other side. Extend your left arm in front of you in line with your shoulder. Your right leg goes behind you, align with your hips. Flex that right foot. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, left elbow meets right knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, coil in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, coil in. One more time, inhale, extend. This time, bend up your right knee. With your left hand, reach back to see if you can catch that right foot. If you have the foot, kick your foot back into your hand as you puff the chest up. Take another deep breath here. And release. Come back to your 4-point position. Beautiful. Make sure your hands are planted firmly onto the ground. As you tuck your toes, straighten your legs, bring your hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Press your hands onto the ground. Your arms are straight here, shoulder width apart. This is your first downward facing dog, so feel free to pedal out your feet. You might want to swivel them right to left. And then find a moment of stillness. When you're ready, you step your right foot to the top of your mat in between your hands. Your left foot follows to meet it. You come halfway up. Your hands may be on the mat or on the shins. Make sure your back is flat. And then we'll bow all the way forward. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky and bring it into heart center. Take a deep breath here. Exhale. On your next inhale, sweep your arms to the sky, swan dive to the ground. Come halfway up with the flat back. Plant your hands, step your left foot back and your right foot back into a plank position. Then bend your arms lower halfway down, chaturanga. Untuck your toes, straighten your arms, lift your chest, upward facing dog. And then step back into your downward facing dog. Press your heels to the ground and breathe. Take one more breath here. On your next inhale, step your right foot to the top of your mat. Your left foot follows. Bend your knees, sit your bum down, and raise your arms to the sky into a chair position. On an inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, see if you can sit any deeper. And then straighten your legs, find a standing position, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, swan dive, your hands to the ground. Find a halfway lift with a flat back. Plant your hands on the ground. Step back into a plank position. Bend your elbows, lower halfway down chaturanga. Straighten your arms, untuck your toes. Lift your chest, upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog. Take a breath here. And then we'll sweep our right leg to the sky. And then step it to the top of your mat. Keep your legs as is as you sweep your arms to the sky. Make sure your front leg is at a 90-degree angle and your back leg is straight and strong in your crescent lunge. Bring your hands together and then place them behind your head in a reverse prayer position. Lift your chest to the sky for your gentle back bend. Beautiful. And then we'll release. Place your hands onto the ground. Step back into a downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Inhale, your left leg raises to the sky. Step it to the top of your mat. Keep your legs as is as you raise your arms to the sky. Once again, make sure your left leg is at a 90-degree angle. Your right leg is straight and strong. Bring your hands together. Place them behind your head as you puff the chest to the sky to find your back bend in a crescent lunge. Take one more breath here. And then bring your hands onto your mat. Step back into a downward facing dog. Take another deep breath here. When you're ready, step your right foot to the top of your mat. Your left foot follows. Take a halfway lift. Bend your knees, sit your bum down and sweep your arms to the sky. Chair position. And then from the chair position, we'll lower our bum down, we'll lower our bum down until we're seated onto the ground. When your bum is on the ground, raise your leg up into an Savasana boat position. Now in a boat position, you might want to keep your legs bent or you might want to straighten it. But we'll do some pulses here. Inhale, take a deep breath. Exhale, we'll lower to the ground. Our feet, our shoulders and our head are hovering above the ground. Inhale, come up into a high boat. Exhale, lower. Inhale into a high boat. Exhale, lower. Inhale into a high boat. This time we'll place our feet onto the ground, rock forward and find our chair position one more time. Take a breath here and then straighten your knees, find a standing position, hands beside you. And take a breath here to feel the effects of that pose. And then make sure your feet are hip width apart, slight bend in your knee as we find our standing back bend. So place your hands at your lower back, fingers pointing up. As you puff your chest to the sky, bring your elbows together behind you. Take a deep breath here. And straighten your legs and find an upright position. Sweep your arms to the sky. We'll swan dive all the way down into our forward fold. In our forward fold, clasp opposite elbows with your hands into ragdoll. And here, drop your head. You may want to sway left to right to release. Take another deep breath here. Beautiful. And then plant your hands firmly onto the ground. Step your left foot back and then your right foot back into a plank position. As you lower all the way to the ground in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Belly, chest, forehead is on the ground. And then place your hands beside you. Your palms are planted on the ground, your fingers pointing towards your toe. And we'll find a few boat poses here. On an inhale, you lift your chest, keep your hands and feet onto the ground. Exhale, release, forehead to the ground. On your next inhale, raise your chest above the ground. This time your hands and your feet will hover above the mat as you find an airplane position. Take 2 breaths hovering here. And then release, everything comes down. Forehead to the ground, take 2 breaths here. On your next inhale, we'll bend up our knees and with your hands see if you can catch your ankle or your feet. If you have your feet, on an inhale, we'll kick back with our legs as we puff our chest into your bow pose. Kick back and breathe. Kick and breathe. Kick and breathe. And release everything down. Forehead to the ground. When you're ready, place your hands beside your chest. Press yourself up into a 4-point position and then find a seated position where you can see me. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate where we're heading towards. We're going to the dancer's pose with our strap. So shortly what we'll do is we'll take the strap in one hand And then we'll bend our left knee up. We'll loop the strap underneath that left foot. And we'll bring the strap above our heads like a backpack. And we'll bring our elbows together into a dancer's pose. Okay? So you have a visual. Okay, so from your seated position, find yourself into a 4-point position. And then tuck your toes, straighten your legs, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, step your right foot to the top of your mat. Your left foot follows, and you'll take a halfway lift with the flat back. Bow all the way forward, forward fold. Sweep your arms to the sky and bring your hands to heart center. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale. On your next inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, swan dive your hands to meet the ground. Take a halfway lift. Plant your hands and step back into your plank position. We'll hold here for a breath. And then bend your elbows, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Untuck the toes, straighten your arms, lift your chest, upward facing dog. And then step back into a downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a deep breath here. Exhale. On your next inhale, sweep your right leg to the sky. Step it to the top of your mat. And here is where the blocks might be helpful. You might want to place them underneath your hands as we straighten both of our legs into a pyramid position. On an inhale, slight lift of the chest. Make sure your chest is parallel to the ground. Exhale, bow forward. One more time. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, bow forward, and we'll stay here for a few breaths. Make sure your spine is nice and long and straight. So imagine that one day your forehead will touch your toes. Take one more breath here. And then rock your weight forward so that you're standing all your weight on your right foot so that you can lift your left leg in line with your hips. Flex your left foot and place your hands into heart center, warrior 3 pose. Embrace all the wobbles in your right foot as you take another deep breath here. Brilliant, and then we'll come up into our standing position. Now, grab your strap in your right hand, bend your left knee up, and loop your strap underneath that left foot. With your strap underneath your left foot, you bring your arms above your head like a backpack. Kick your leg back and hug your elbows together. Pick a spot in the horizon in front of you to focus your eyes. This will help you balance. Here we'll breathe and we'll kick. We'll breathe and we'll kick. Take 2 more breaths here. Beautiful. Release everything down. Place your strap beside you and just place both hands over your heart to feel the effects of that back bend. Beautiful. When you're ready, sweep your arms to the sky, swan dive your hands to the ground, take a halfway lift, plant your hands onto the ground, and then step back into a plank position. Hold here for a breath. Bend your elbows lower, halfway down chaturanga. Untuck your toes, straighten your arms, lift your chest, upward facing dog. And then step back into your downward facing dog position. Take 2 breaths here. On your next inhale, sweep your left leg to the sky and then step it to the top of your mat. Again, here you might want to place your hands on top of blocks as we straighten both legs into a pyramid position. Inhale, slight lift of your spine. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lower and bow. We'll take a few breaths here. Feel that lengthening in your leg. Wonderful. When you're ready, rock your weight forward so that it's on your left foot and lift your right leg up so that it's in line with your right hip. Flex your right foot and place your hands into heart center. Warrior 3 position. Take a deep breath here to balance. And then lower your right leg and come up into a standing position. Beautiful. Now we'll grab our strap one more time. This time we'll bend up our right foot. We'll place the strap below the foot. As we bring the strap over our heads, we'll kick our leg back, hug our elbows in, find a spot for your eyes to focus in front of you, and we'll kick, and we'll breathe, we'll kick, and breathe. Take 2 more breaths here. As we release, place your strap beside you. Sweep your arms to the sky. Swan dive to the ground. Take a halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back into your plank position. Lower halfway down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Step back into your downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths here. Beautiful. When you're ready, step your right foot to the top of your mat. Your left foot follows. Bend your knees, sit your bum down, sweep your arms to the sky, chair pose. On an inhale, straighten your spine. Exhale, see if you can sink any lower. And then we'll lower our bum all the way down until we sit onto your mat. Once you're sitting on your mat, straighten your legs up, flex your feet towards you. Sweep your arms to the sky. With a flat back, hinge forward. Your hands may find your shin, your ankles, your feet. If you have your feet, pull them towards you as you lengthen your spine. Once again, imagine one day your forehead will touch your toes. We'll take a few breaths here. Paschimottanasana. Wonderful. When you're ready, come up into an upright position. Bend your right knee up, swing it across your left leg, and we'll find a twist. Your right arm comes behind you, left arm sweeps to the sky, your left elbow comes outside, your right knee, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Turn your body behind you. On an inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist. One more time. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist. Stay here for a few breaths. Great. And we'll reverse that twist to the other side just for one breath. And then come back into center. Straighten your right leg in front of you. And now we'll bend up our left knee. Cross it over your right leg. Bring your left arm behind you. Your right hand sweeps to the sky. Right elbow outside of left knee to twist. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist deeper. Stay here for a few breaths. And come back to center. Now both legs are straight directly in front of you as we lower our torso to the ground. With your back on the ground, your hands are beside you, palms facing up, Savasana. Close your eyelids and spend a few minutes here to receive the effects of that practice. make some small wiggles with your hands and your feet. Come back into the room. And then slowly roll over to one side. And then find a comfortable seated position on your mat. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.